Okay, so first thing off today, cleaning up, I am going to remove the seat box. I thought about it and I figure if I'm going to be doing this much work to the frame, I might as well take it all the way up. It's just a few more bolts. Anyways, I wasn't planning on filming this right now because I haven't finished cleaning this off yet. But I found something that, I really wanted to film. I looked over here and I saw this. I figured I lost a dime, but no. It was just sitting here pretty much as you see it. I pick it up and, well now. That is a surprise to me. That's interesting. But yeah, that's a new one on me. Cleaning out the storage compartment, and I think I found where that mouse has been living. Time to clean her out. Eviction notice. So today I have decided that for more access, I am going to remove the seat box. I am going to drop the tank too, but I'm going to wait for that after I get the seat box out of the way. I'll just have a little bit more room to work around when lowering the tank. So, just got to buzz out all the screws and take out the floor panels, and then I got to work on those nuts, and I hope that they're not too stubborn. So, that's the plan for right now. I don't think you really need to watch me do that, so I'll pop her off and then come back and start cleaning up the chassis, I believe. Well, today must be my lucky day. Found another penny, but this time it's an American one. So, wouldn't you know that this took forever to get all those bolts out? Simply because, of course, on this one, it was stuck really good, and I ended up losing the 11mm impact socket. I didn't want to really run the impact without the socket, and it was so tight, I was afraid of shearing it if I didn't use the impact. So, of course, looking around everywhere on the bottom, I was laying underneath, and the thing fell towards me, so I did the safety squint, look away real fast so it don't whack me in the face. And I never hurt, and I thought I heard it hit the mat and roll away, but couldn't find it. Turned out it was actually stuck. Now I don't have my light on, but can you see the grounding cable that I just focused on? Yeah, it was stuck on that. So took maybe an hour of searching to find it stuck like 2 inches below where it was last had. Anyways, I've got all the bolts out, so I'm going to go ahead and try to work it off. I don't think I'll do a time lapse this time. I think I'll just stick you on the tripod in real time. It's completely free. Fuel tank's still in there, so I think I'll start working from this side. Over the handbrake. It's heavier on that side with the tray in there. The mouse nest in that tray is not making things any lighter. Dump that out. I got that out, going to throw it in the rear tub now. Well, everything's off and the fuel tank's out now. I guess I'm going to start getting out the wire wheel and cleaning this thing up. There's a lot more rust holes than I'd like to see. Yeah. But I'm just going to weld over everything, plate everything, try to get it cleaned up. This is a replacement rear cross member, and by the looks of it, it may have been put on poorly, and that might be why the tub was sitting funky. This probably didn't have anything to do, this probably had something to do with it as well, if I can talk today. But yeah, all sorts of not goodness. There's that hole there. There's this big crack right there, which is accompanied on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. And it's even starting to run its way back up the other side, so that's all going to need repaired. There's all this goodness down here. I don't know how well you can see that. And, well, I mean, obviously need some steel there. Got a little bit on the other side as well. Bit on the bottom, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh man, you guys can't see anything. I'm going to stop this, turn on the flashlight, and let you see. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, hole there. We've also got all that goodness to figure out. There's some up there. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. This one support. I don't know if you can see it, but it moves. Yeah, all sorts of unfun that I gotta repair. Alright, going to get the wire wheel out and clean this thing up and come back when that's done. Alright, so I've kind of cleaned up the frame. Well, as you can see, I'm also starting to clean up because got to go out and do some shopping tonight. But, yeah, all sorts of not goodness. Got this tire off. Something I noticed is, let's see. I'm pretty sure these are the original brakes because that date stamp, to me, looks awfully like 17/1/61, which would be January 61, which is when basically all the other dates on this car line up to. The wheels are dated the same. You can see that big old crack right there. As you can see, the jack stands. I've got this thing kind of leveled up. Nice thing is that the middle cross member, which I'm using as my data point, assuming that middle cross member is where it should be and true, we've got it almost level, and the rear cross member is almost level to the same amount, pretty much equal to the middle cross member. And both of these, well, these three sets of supports for the rear tub on both sides are just as equally sort of at almost level. They're equal side to side is what I'm getting at, which means that the rear tub should sit level when I'm done with it, assuming nothing moves from here. Now what I don't know is if this bracket, which appears to have been repaired, and well, that bracket is definitely bent backwards, that might be too high, and that could be why the chassis or the rear tub looked like it was sitting low over here. It's because this point was actually too high. I don't know that. I need to do some measuring to find out for sure, but it looks like it could be a distinct possibility. The other side was actually brazed in, so well, that could use with repair, but it is stuck all right now. We'll get to that when I come to it. The biggest thing is fixing this hole and everything around here. Fixing the holes there on the bottom back here. Let's see. Get you a better shot. And then moving on from there. I'm going to start with this whole section here. Get that squared away properly. Then figure out the other side. I am going to try and straighten this using my high lift jack. But that'll be tomorrow's project. So I guess that'll be a wrap for today's video. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but it's good to start measuring it and figuring out how everything's supposed to, where I'm going to go from here. So with that, like, comment, subscribe, let me know anything that I missed, anything I should do differently. And if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon account, link down in the description. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.